All right, today we are doing 6.2. It's just multiplying monomials and polynomials. A monomial just means it's like one term. It could be a number, it could be a letter, it could be numbers and letters, but it's not anything being added or subtracted. So when we have something in front of parentheses and no sign in between the number or term and parentheses, it means we're going to take what's outside and distribute it to the pieces that are inside, which means we're multiplying. Now, what's a little different than yesterday is if that 5 had a letter with it, and we're multiplying that letter by another letter, that is when we change exponents, only when we're multiplying or dividing. So in this case, 5 times 3D means we can do 5 times 3, which is 15, and D is still attached to it. So 15D is that first term now, and then 5 times a negative 6 is negative 30. And this is our final answer. We can't do anything else with that because they're not like terms, so we can't combine anything. For number 2, we're going to do the same thing, but 9G is what is being distributed. So we're going to multiply 9G times each of these two terms. So 9G times 3G. 9 times 3 is 27. And G times G means G to the second because there's 2 of them. And then 9G times negative 2N. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. G times N, you can't really combine together, so they just go next to one another. And that is our final answer. Questions on the first two? Okay. Number 3, 8x is the piece in front. There's no sign between 8x and the parentheses, so 8x is what is being multiplied. 8x times 6x. 8 times 6 is 48. X times x is x to the second. And then 8x times 6, again, remember this is multiplying. That is 48 again. It's a positive 48. And there's only one x there. We can't combine those two because one has an x to the second and one is just a regular x. So they stay separate. Number 4, 3r is what is being distributed to the 7r and the negative 8. Remember, you have to take that sign that's in front of the number. So 3r times 7r, what would we get? To what power? Good. 21r to the second power. And then 3r times a negative 8 is a negative 24r. Questions on any of those four that are up there right now? Okay. We're going to get a little more complicated. Same process as before, it's just we're multiplying to more pieces. So taking the 8r to the second, we are distributing this to all three terms inside. So 8r to the second times 4r to the second. 8 times 4 is 32. How many r's are there? If we do r to the second times r to the second? R to the fourth. Good. 8r to the second times a negative 5r gives us a negative 40. R to what power? Third. Good. And then 8r to the second times 7 gives us a positive 56 r to the second. Still doing okay? For number 6, we're distributing a negative 7. So negative 7 times 6x to the second, negative 42 x to the second. Negative 7 times a positive 9xy, negative 63, and then the xy stays there. And then negative 7 times a positive 10y to the second is negative 70 y to the second. I'm going to give us one more to try. What if we had negative 3x times 2x to the second minus 5x plus 7? We're still going to distribute the negative 3x to each term. What is negative 3x times 2x to the second? Close. To the third. Because it adds one more to it, to that exponent. So negative 6x to the third. Now, the next one is a negative 3x times a negative 5x. What's a negative times a negative? Positive. 3 times 5 is 15. And how many x's are there now? Because it's x times x. X to the second. Good. And then negative 3x times 7. Good. Negative 21x. Questions?